Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. If you haven't already done so, if you could subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it, and click the bell next to the notification button so that you are notified each time I upload a new video. So today's videos are going to be a bit of a chit chat and makeup tutorial. I had a really great makeup moment yesterday. I only wore it for 2 hours. I went to my youngest daughter's year 6 leavers production, and I didn't take any photos and video or anything like that, so I'm going to try and replicate it today and hope that it actually does go well. So I have already gone this morning with my skincare routine. So I'm just going to go in with my primer. I'm just going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I got this little sample somewhere in a beauty box maybe. Drop the lid. So I gave it a go yesterday. I have used one before and I quite liked it. It's got a really nice texture, it's really smooth, it's like a silicone-y feel primer. And I just liked the way it worked with my foundation. So I'll give this a go again today, and obviously wear it for a bit longer to see how that goes. For foundation, I am using my Too Faced Born This Way, and this is in the shade Warm Beige. It is quite dark, but I have self-tanned, so actually it isn't too dark for me at the moment. But I do wear this even when I'm a bit more pale, but I just use some lightening drops that I got from Nip and Fab, and that works really well because I just love the formula of this foundation. It's good coverage, but it's not too full coverage, and it just leaves the skin looking so good. So I just blend that in. So yeah, as I was saying, I had my youngest daughter, she's 11, she's leaving primary school, and she had her leavers production yesterday, and it was the last one, the evening one yesterday. It was so funny. It was all about like the next big step, that's what it was called, and it's about the kids going off to secondary school or high school, and sort of what they can expect, and sort of the differences between that and being in junior school. So they were really great, the kids. It was really funny, and they did a really great job with the singing and remembering their lines. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think there are a few tears at the end, but it's the last day of school tomorrow, so I'm expecting a lot of tears tomorrow. I'm just glad that she's leaving and ready to move on to the next school. You know, she's more than ready for it now. So I had my eyelashes lifted, an LVL lift, on Saturday last week. And they're so curly. I absolutely love them. It can be a little bit difficult, as I found yesterday when I was applying my liquid eyeliner. I'd finished my makeup look, it looked really good, and then went in with the liner, and because my eyelashes are so like long and curled back, just completely messed it up, so I had to try and go in and correct it. So that wasn't my finest moment, and it did make us run a little bit late last night, but never mind. So that's the foundation on. I really love this foundation and the finish that it gives the skin. I really do love it. It's one of my absolute favourites. I'm now just going to pop on some of this Smashbox Undereye Brightener, and I'm just going to put that on with my concealer. And for the concealer, I go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in light, and also my Born This Way Naturally Radiant in medium, just because this obviously is quite a tan concealer foundation, so I don't want the under eyes to be too bright white like they usually would be if I just use the Shape Tape on its own. I just really want to concentrate the Shape Tape more in the corner where I have like dark circles, and just highlight these points. So as I said, school is out tomorrow, and Saturday we are finally going on holiday. We're going to Malta. I haven't been there before, but it does look really beautiful. I've heard really good things. The reviews on the villa we've rented are really great, and the villa owner, the contact I've had with him has been really good. So I just can't wait. We're going with my sister and my brother-in-law and my nephew. He's the same age as my youngest, so they get on. They go to the same school. They get on really well. So it's going to be amazing. They can, you know, play together and we can sunbathe. So it'll be good. We go there Saturday. I found the villa through holidaylettings.com, and it's been a really easy process. We're going for 10 nights and I just can't wait. So that is the concealer done, and as you can see, it has that highlighted my under eyes and brightened them, but it's not too bright and too blindingly white. So next I'm going to go in with my liquid contour, but I actually use the Revolution Conceal and Define in C13 to do my contour. And I've been watching a lot of videos on, you know, YouTube and like makeup gurus, and just trying to find the best way. I've tried so many different methods of contouring, but I think I prefer this one that I saw on the Tarte video that she did with Scott Barnes, and he was doing her contour and he kind of brought it down her cheek a bit, like so the natural contour of your bones, and I really like it. And then I'll go down my nose. This is where I need my most practice, really. I'm not the best at nose contour, as you can tell. I got this, I've been watching a lot of Carly Bible recently, and I saw this is how she contours her nose, so I gave it a go. She does use a really nice brush actually, which I don't have, so I just continue on with my beauty blender. I don't get exactly the same result, but I'm quite pleased with it, so I will continue to do this until I've hunted down that brush she uses for her contour. I actually really want to have eyeshadow palette that she collaborated with Beige Cosmetics, but I haven't been able to find it online. I think it's probably sold out, but if anybody knows where I can get that, please let me know, because I really would like it. So that it will be my nose contour for now, just with the cream products, and I'm just going to pop a bit on my forehead and on my jawline here and here. Sometimes it is a bit easier to blend this contour in with a brush, but I'll just use this today. So when we go on holiday, we have to put our dog, Rocco, he's a Ridgeback, we have to put him into kennels, which is really sad, and every time I think about it, I just think I'm gonna cry. I hate leaving him as it is, but we got him as a rescue puppy, and we take him back to the rescue centre that we got him from to board him while we're on holiday, so it's not too bad. The lady knows him, he has so much fun running around with all the other rescue dogs, so he will really enjoy it, but we really do miss him. And he just stops eating properly when he goes there, so he comes back and he's so skinny, but never mind, he'll be fine. So now I am going to go in with some liquid highlighter, and this is the L'Oreal Glow Drops highlighting fluid, and this is in the shade, I have no idea, I don't know which shade this is. So it's like a pinky shade, and I'll just pop that there. It's such a nice colour, this one. It's quite pinky, but then once you've blended it in, it's just really, really pretty. Just a nice, like a sheen, which I like because I'm not going to powder my whole face today because it's more of a summery look. And I just like that shine to the face rather than like a lot of glittery highlighter. So now I am going to powder under my eyes and the places on my face that I use the concealer. I'm not going to powder my whole face just because I don't want a particularly cakey look today. But I'm using this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is the translucent powder, and it's so good. I don't know why I haven't used this before. I got it a few weeks ago. I was actually doing somebody's prom makeup and I needed a translucent powder that wouldn't cause flashback. So I did some research, and this was pretty high up on the list. So I thought I'd give it a try, and I cannot stop using it. I love it so much, and it's really great because it's not only highlighting those areas where I've put the concealer, but it obviously mattifies those areas, which generally is the T-zone, and which generally for most people does tend to produce a bit more oil throughout the day. So I find that it just really gives a beautiful finish to the skin and keeps it looking great all day. It doesn't crease under the eyes. I do have some creasing because I have got fine lines under my eyes, but it's not the actual concealer or powder that is creasing, it is just my old wrinkly eyes. So next I am going to go in with some powder, contour slash bronzer, and for this, as always, I am using my Hoola from Benefit, just the original colour. It's my favourite. I very, very rarely use anything else. So I'm just going to pop that over my contour just to sharpen it up a bit and just to give that bit of powder setting over the top without using a setting powder. This really is literally one of my favourite things ever that I've ever used, ever bought. I'm so glad that I found it years and years ago. I'm just going to pop it over the top of my nose contour and there, and just go around my forehead. And then just around my jawline again. Next I'm going to use one of my newer purchases, which is this Wet n Wild bronzer, which is in Ticket to Brazil. It's not particularly dark, but it does have this quite a nice shimmer to it, so it's not like totally matte, but when you put it on the skin, which you can't see really because I'm quite tanned, it doesn't have like a glittery look, it just gives a bit of a glow. So I'm just going to go on my cheeks and over my head in like a 3, like the number 3, across my face. Just to bronze that up a bit. And down my neck. Okay, so that's done. And next I'm going to go on to blush. This is one of my new favourites, and it's the L'Oreal Life's a Peach. And this is alongside the Benefit California, which is also a peachy blush. This is my second favourite. And it also does definitely, it smells of peaches. I've had this a couple of months and it still smells really good. So if you don't like fragrance, or if your skin reacts to fragrance, it might not be the best thing for you, but it just gives such a nice colour. I really love a peach blush, especially in the summer. I'm just going to pop it over my nose. I saw this the other day and it's meant to like give more of a healthy glow. It's what all the supermodels do apparently in their Vogue Get Ready With Me videos. I don't know if you've seen those at all on YouTube, but just pop it over the nose and just makes you look like you've been in the sun. And I like that. So I don't have to be in the sun, but I look like I've been in the sun. So next step, I am going to spritz myself with setting spray. Just to let the powders that I have used sink into my skin before I move on. And this, I'm going to use the Revolution Hyaluronic Fix. I love hyaluronic acid and I just really love this spray. It does really make your face feel really hydrated, which I absolutely love, and it is a really good setting spray, so win-win. And this is my lovely card for Mother's Day. I use as a fan just to dry my spray. So now I'm going to go onto my highlighter, and the highlighter I used yesterday, and actually I've used it quite a few times. I got it in my Tilly Beauty box this month, and it is the Tarte 12-hour Amazonian Clay in Sparkler. Yeah, in Sparkler. And this is really lovely. Looks quite dark in the pan, but when you swatch it, actually let me do this. When you swatch it, it's not that dark. It's a really nice gold. You can see there. Just add that to the highest point of my cheekbone, and I just bring it down slightly here, so it just gives a really fresh look. Just bring it down here, and it really just gives this like wet sheen to the face. I love it, especially on top of the L'Oreal Glow Drops. I just love this combination. I just really love that glossy sheen, especially in the summer, when it's all about having like this gorgeous bronzed glowy look. I'm all for it. And then pop it here, a bit here. So that's the highlighter, which I love. Actually, I'm just going to pop a bit more on this side. You can really build this one up. It's so pretty. I believe that in the UK, the only retailer for, or reseller for Tarte on QVC, and this sparkler was part of the July Tilly Beauty, but I think it's available as a single anyway. It's about £12 or something like that, but the Tilly Beauty box is £20 and you get all these other different things in it, so it's probably worth actually getting the box to get that and all the other goodies in there. Sorry, just put my hair back again. Okay, so next I am going to do my eyes. For my look yesterday, I used two palettes. I used the Revolution Soph Extra Spice palette, and I used cookie dough, cheesecake, brownies and chocolate orange out of that one. And the other palette I used was the Revolution see that, the Revolution Life on the Dance Floor Guest List palette, which is so pretty. It's a new one for me, I haven't had that long. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go in first with Cookie Dough, which is this brown here, and that is going to be my transition shade. So I'm just going to pop that in my crease, side to side, smoke that upwards a little bit, in towards the corner. The other side. I'm going to do my eyebrows after I've finished my eyeshadow, and I have to apologise, my brows are so bad, but I am waiting until Friday until I tint and wax them, because I wanted to leave it as long as possible for my holiday. I was close to leaving for my holiday as possible, just so they stay their best for as long as I'm there. But they do look really bad. I'm also going to dermaplane my face tonight. I don't want to do it the day before I go, although we don't get there until the evening, so I could do it Friday, but I'll leave a little bit of time in between. I'm now going to go in with this one here, which is Chocolate Orange, and I'm going to pop that again in my crease, just a bit lower down, side to side. I'm going to just wisp it out to the outer corner. Just blend side to side, small circular motions. And also go on this side. I actually got the inspiration for this makeup after watching Carly Bible. I mean, her eye makeup is just insane. Just looks amazing. She always looks so good, so put together. She always knows exactly what she's doing. Like sometimes I sit here and I just think, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, I really love watching her videos. Actually, even though she's like a YouTube OG, I have only just started watching her videos. That's probably really bad, isn't it? So next I am going in with I'm going to go in with this dark brown here, which is Brownies, and for this one I'm going to the outer corner into the V shape and just slightly into the crease to deepen it up for a really nice smoky look. So go in on the other eye in the V shape again. This is the bit I find most difficult because my eyes seem to be, or my eyelids are a slightly different shape, slightly different size. So this is the bit I always find the most difficult, trying to get the sides to match. I feel like this side is, like the left side, is a bit more open, easier to work with, but there we go. I'm sure everybody has the same problem to some extent. I just find it so much easier working on the left side. It's weird. So now I'm just going to go in with some Chocolate Orange again. Just work that through the top again. Smoke that out. Build that up a bit. And I'm also going to go in with Cookie Dough over the top, very top, to blend this all out. That's looking good. Okay, So now that we have that down, I wanted to add some shimmer. So I am going in to the Life on the Dance Floor palette, and I'm going in with this pink shade here and this pink shade here. So the first one, oops. So the first shade, the darker pink, I'm adding to the centre of my eyes with a flat brush. This is a MAC brush, but I've had it such a long time, it's literally worn off. It looks like this. I love it, I use it for so much. It's a really, really good brush. So I am going to be later on today or tomorrow, I don't know yet, probably hopefully today, as tomorrow is my last packing day. I'm hopefully going to be just filming like my packing video, what I'm taking, and like my holiday essentials. And it's really difficult for me this year because I am a notorious overpacker, but you know, we're going to a villa, so I really shouldn't need all that much. Our plans are not to be going out all the time. It's literally a relaxation holiday, so we're not planning on a lot of excursions, a lot of, you know, eating out. We're going to barbecue a lot, have a lot of meals in the villa, so you know, just try and be really relaxed. But then I would quite like to dress up some of the time as well, so I am going to be filming that hopefully today, as I said. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. I'm now going in with the second pink, and I'm just taking that on the inner corner and blending it with that darker colour. So pretty, this palette, I absolutely love it. Okay, second one, such a pretty colour, and it's so easy to apply. Don't need, a lot of the time if you're using like a shimmer or, you know, something like that, you would need, we don't need to, but it's a good idea to use a bit of setting spray or, you know, MAC Fix Plus. But these go on so nicely. They're really nice pigment, they're really nice finish, they're so smooth, there's no creasing, no patching. I just really, really love these so much. So I'm just going to deepen up the outer edges just a little bit. I'm going to go back in to the darker brown, which is the Brownies, just to give that a bit more depth in the corner there. Take that across the top of the pink slightly. Okay, oh, I love that, it's looking so good. So then on the bottom, I'm going to go first in with chocolate orange and cheesecake together. It's really close to the lash line there. Not all the way across, just sort of 2/3. And then I'm going to go over the top with Brownie right at the edge and take that up. And then go again in chocolate orange and cheesecake. Not all the way across. And then again, Brownie in the outer edge. Brownie in the outer edge. Smoke that upwards. And then I'm just going to take this brush and just give them a bit of a softer look. And then for the inside edges, I'm going to pop on a bit of the lighter pink, like the top that I have on the top lid. And then on my inner corner, I'm going to use this Everyday shade here. Doesn't look like much in the palette, but once you've got it swatched, it is really, really pretty. A really lovely shimmery pink. I'm going to go in my inner corners with that one. Love that, so pretty. Okay, so that's my eyes done for now. So I'm going to do my eyebrows, and for this I am using this eyebrow powder that I got on, I think I got it from Amazon. It's just this little powder here. And I use my Anastasia 012 or 012 brush, and I also just spray the brush first because it's a powder, without that spray on, to just define the brush a bit and then define the actual brush strokes. It looks a bit odd and really clumpy. These in. There's really not a lot I can do with them at the moment. They're just so bad. They're like wild. They're too long. Like I can't brush them upwards because they're just out of control. But tomorrow they will be perfect, hopefully, unless I have an absolute disaster and accidentally wax them off. That's happened to me before. Not an actual complete wax off, but I have made some mistake before and left myself with a bit of a gap, which is not really ideal the day before I go on holiday. So another spritz, and I just like make the edge on the brush nice and sharp so that I can just draw on like hair-like strokes. That one didn't work. I am planning on having my eyebrows microbladed at some point. I need to look into that, research locally who can do that, and see how much it's going to be and what the process is, and like have a consultation and everything before I go ahead. But the thing I find one of the hardest is doing my eyebrows all the time, because once you have a bad eyebrow day, that's it, your makeup is like ruined. And because they generally take quite a long time to get right, if you do them wrong, like, you don't always have the time to correct everything. So I am going to leave them, I think. I don't think it's going to get much better than that. They're just so all over the place. But I think, yeah, microblading is the way to go for me. So don't overpluck your eyebrows, I think is the moral of that one, if you don't want to get microblading done. Yep. So that's that done, and I am going to go in under my brows just with a pop of the Tarte highlighter, just a little bit under here. just really subtle, nothing blinding, as I have to go to the supermarket soon. I don't want it to be too over the top, and I just want to go in on this eye a little bit there. Okay. Now I'm going to do the hard bit, which is try to apply my eyeliner with these lashes. So the lashes look amazing. Like, I'll just give you a close up. They are so curly. Like, they have got a bit of powder on them at the moment, but they're so pretty. They like make your eyes look so wide awake. But they are really curled up because they're so long. It's really hard to actually get the eyeliner on in a neat way. So, which I found out yesterday. So this may take me a while. Okay, done. Took me a long time, but it is done. So although I do have the lashes on, that eyeliner was Makeup Revolution eyeliner, and I love that one. And now I'm just going to go in, although I do have my lashes done, I am going to go in with some mascara, just a little bit, just because even though I had my lashes tinted, the ends have got, you know, a little bit of powder and stuff on them, so they're hard to see. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit of the Makeup Revolution mascara. It's not the waterproof one, I just prefer non-waterproof. And this mascara is so good. It's only £6, and it's like, along with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which is double the price, like one of my favourites. Those two are my favourite. They took over top spot from my Benefit They're Real. I just think these are so good. I prefer the fibre brush to like the plasticky brushes. I don't really like the feel of those on my eyes. I just like these really big fluffy ones, they're amazing. Okay, so lashes done at the top. I didn't add any false lashes yesterday. I thought that might be a bit much for the school production. So pop a bit on the bottoms. Oh, I have a gap between my lashes there, it's so annoying. It really shows when you've got mascara on. So I have one little tip for your bottom lashes. So once you've put it on, like if you accidentally sneeze, if you're like me and your hay fever is really bad, or generally if you have long lower lashes, they can sometimes touch the skin under your eyes. If you just get a bit of your powder on the brush and just run it underneath so that you catch underneath of your lashes, then that just dries that off a bit. I've got mascara on my face, and it just leaves the tiniest bit of powder on the bottom of your lashes and it won't smudge. And I got that tip from Rach Loves on YouTube. She's got a great channel, you should go and check that out. So that is that done. So before I go in with the lips, I am going to go back in my spray and my card slash fan. And then I am going to go in with another spray. So that one will be the Iconic London, just the original. I do have the darker one, which is the Glow, but I don't want to use that one today. I love the smell of these. They just give your face such a good like luminosity, especially the original. But then if you want that more like holiday glow, I would definitely go in with the darker one. It's gorgeous. It does have like a slight glittery look to it once it's dried off, which I don't really want today. Fan is put away. So that is that. And then I am gonna go in with this, oh god, this really needs sharpening, with this Revolution lip liner, and this is in Divine. It's a really nice purple, and I got this in the Revolution advent calendar this year, just gone, it's Christmas just gone. So I align my lips like this. And then I just kind of blend it in a little bit so it's not such a harsh line. And then the top. Again, my lips aren't the same shape on both sides, so sometimes blend like with the lip pencil, just I can't get them exactly the same, just so annoying, especially when I'm overlining a little bit. Again, just blend that in. And then I'm going to use this Ofra Pasadena liquid lip. It's so nice, it's so pretty. And it does dry down, but doesn't make my lips dry and sticky, which I like. I just can't stand it when you're talking and your lips just stick together. So that is yesterday's look. This would look amazing with some lashes on for a bit of a more going out for dinner or lunch glam, but this is just how I did it yesterday. I think it's so pretty. I'm really pleased with it. So give it a go. And also I will list the products below that I've used today, and I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or if you have any recommendations for me, or you want me to try any products, anything, any videos at all, then do just pop a comment below. And if you could give this video the thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And if you could subscribe if you haven't already, that would be great. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.